and the whole world folded down. They wait until it happened. It happened to Biafran people that nobody is recording it. Up to today, it's still ongoing. And they want us to fold our hands. What is going on in Biafra land is not just political persecution. It is genocide in slow motion. Destroying the life of the youths. Every single day, we are seeing the display. Innocent young men and women, their life taken over. Properties destroyed, homes burnt down. All in the name of what I don't know. I don't know what they're chasing. Human rights abuse of the highest order. And the world is silent. Go to the media, you will see them shouting about Palestinian. But what is going on in Biafra land is greater than what is happening in Palestine. What is going on in Biafra land is unimaginable. And yet, with all these atrocities against the Biafran people, nobody is talking. The question is, how long will the world remain silent? How long will the world remain silent in these atrocities perpetrated against the Biafran people? How long? What are they waiting for? They are waiting for us to be wiped away before they will now do what they have to do. The question is, how long will the world remain silent on the genocide and atrocities against the Biafran people? How long will Nigeria continue this hidden war against Biafrans? A hidden war. And that was why when Mazi Samuel came in the picture, Mazi Samuel made that war open. He made in one of his brokers, he said he is going to make that war open. And that was what he was doing in Twitter. As they are fighting that secret war, Mazi Samuel was making it open, showing us what was happening on the field. Because Nigerian media will never report it. Nigerian media will never talk about it. Nigerian media will never go to the front and make investigation. Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, was in the front line telling the world the secret war. Telling the world about the secret war Nigeria is fighting in Biafra and showing them evidence. This is one of the things that triggered them, that make them mad. And they say that Mazi Simon Ekpa cannot survive. Because Mazi Simon was exposing their genocide in Biafra land, supported by British. That was why they connived to abduct him through the judiciary. Chukwu Okeke will never forgive any one of you. Chukwu Okeke will not forgive you. How long will Nigeria continue this hidden war against Biafra with everybody looking on and doing nothing? Today, we rise, we speak. We demand justice. That is what we are demanding, justice. Every one of us should put their hand, put their word, share this broadcast to everywhere you know you can be able to share it. Let us demand for justice. Let us continue to demand for justice. Share the program. Don't just sit back and watch. If you cannot make your own program, you cannot share the one that others has made. Let the world hear us and hear us clear. Let the world hear us. How long will Nigeria continue the hidden war against Biafra? We must rise. We must speak. And we must demand justice. Let the truth spread like wildfire. Because silence is no longer an option. Has never, ever been an option. Silent is not an option and has never been an option. That is why I urge every one of us to rise up. Rise up. Do not be silent. Do not be silent. We must do what we have to do. No matter what happens, no matter the attack that is coming from east, west, north, and south, no matter what the enemy is, we must rise up and begin to speak and add our voice. Do not be silent. Do not be intimidated. It does not matter whether they listen or not. We can't keep silent and say we will not say. The genocide against us is so much. And we must continue to call out the genocide against the Biafran people committed by Nigerian government, which everyone is seeing on a daily basis. There are so many evidence of this genocide here and there. The only thing it takes for you to see it is for you to pay attention. You cannot ignore it. The atrocities against us is so much. It can't be ignored. The more you try to ignore it, the more it is being thrown in your face. And yet you see Finland supporting this evil. There is a video I just saw on on X. I want you to see this video and tell me, these people that you see in this video, do they look like normal soldiers? I want you, with your own wisdom, your own knowledge, I don't want to speculate. You, your own, by your own self, tell me, these people that you are going to see in this video, do they look like normal soldiers? The people you are seeing here, do they look like normal soldiers? And you can see an aircraft. You can see a very heavy helicopter, military helicopter, that have come to drop them. And they are taking pictures. I want you to write on the comment section within yourself, these people you are seeing here, do they look like normal soldiers? Do they in any way look like normal soldiers to you? You can imagine. This is a country that Finland is supporting. These are things that are happening in this world. These people you are looking at, do they look like normal soldiers? Look at them. You see a military helicopter. You see a white man come down from that military helicopter. Then tell me, these people you see here, do they look like normal soldiers like to you? Just go to the comment section. Tell me, do they look like normal soldiers? But the world will not see this. The world will not talk about it. They don't even care. All they care is to continue to condone the atrocities against the Biafran people. All they want to do is to condone their evil and make sure that we are not freed. Those of us that are seeking for our genuine freedom. You can imagine, in a thick forest, with a very heavy military helicopter, landed to make supply, to give logistics to the terrorists in the forest. Within yourself, check, these people, do they look like normal soldiers? I don't want to speculate. Let it not be that I'm speculating. Let's watch it together. In your own view, these people, do they look like normal soldiers to you? These people you are seeing here. But this is what is happening. And the world is silent. The world is silent. You can imagine. They don't care. But in our own place where we are saying we want to secure our land, we want to be by ourselves. All we are asking is self-determination, the right to make decisions for ourselves, the right to have a peaceful environment where we can coexist with our neighbors peacefully. That is all we're asking for. And that is why we are being killed every time because of this honest and simple demand. Because of this very honest and simple demand, that is why Biafrans are dying every blessed day. For how long are they going to continue to take our lives? For how long will we continue to keep silent on the genocide against the Biafrans every single day? Since the mid-2010, Nigerian Southeast has seen repeatedly allegations of unlawful killings, enforced disappearance, arbitrary arrests, other serious abuses linked to the state security operation and clashes with armed groups. These are reports from independent NGOs. Foreign government reports document thousands killed, hundreds forcefully disappeared in recent years. A climate of impunity, repeated failure of Nigerian authority to investigate. What are they going to investigate when they are the ones who are perpetrating this evil? Which one are you going to count? Since 2015, thousands killed, hundreds forcibly disappeared in Southeast since 2015, 2021 through 2024. Reported by Amnesty International, documents widespread killings and forced disappearance in Southeast and call the situation a decade of impunity. That is how Amnesty International described it. A decade of impunity. And yet, these reports are in the public. Finland ignored it, and they worked with Nigeria to take away a man who was trying to maintain peace and secure his own land. There are multiple documented evidence where security forces opened fire on pro-Biafran protesters, is it one or two, and supporters. Possible extrajudicial killing is happening every blessed day. Amnesty International reported. 2016 investigation, press release documented military and police shooting of unarmed IPOP supporters, which amounts to extrajudicial killing. Up to today, nobody has been held accountable. The video was shown to Buhari. He couldn't look at it on a national TV, on an international stage. When the CNN woman was trying to, she didn't look at it. But up to today, nobody has been held accountable. Not by ICC, not by their local whatever. No way. International human rights and government report confirm a worsening security environment, credible allegations of abuse in Biafra land. U.S. State Department country reports annual list unlawful killing, disappearance, and abuses in the region of Biafra. These things are in the public. And you begin to imagine, what did the Finland look upon to begin to prosecute him as Simon Ekpa to the extent of pronouncing a sentence on him? What were their basis? With all these informations available, disappearances in Biafra land, killings, abuses, documented by credible organizations. Let it not be that they say, oh, maybe it's IPOP that did it. No. But yet, nobody cares. And the most painful part is today, it is still ongoing. Today, as we speak, Biafra have entered into another stage of genocide. And this stage we are now is the most dangerous stage. Because this stage we are now, the people that are carrying out the genocide today that are being used are Biafrans themselves. Some of you must have seen the post that the DOS are making recently. DOS are making recently post. They say they are entering their own version of ESN. That we know that ESN is no longer existing. ESN was handed over to the governors. But today they are making a post. They say that ESN is going into into Imo State to flush out all the people, flush out all the Liberation Army who were working with Master Simon Ekpa. They don't want to flush them out. They were mentioning many camps. How many people they took? They have been able to take their life. Extrajudicial killing happening now. As we speak, that is the phase they are now. It is so serious that the phase that is what is happening today now. The so-called DOS today that are working with the governors with all these security outfits. They have all marched together to fight against Biafra, to fight against the liberation of Biafra people. And the extrajudicial killing has intensified. Before, don't worry, in a short while, the report is going to come from Amnesty International again. They just announced it. You should go to their platform, you see they made the post. They made the post. I saw several posts that I made in their platforms. That is the next phase we are. A very disturbing phase. And the world is silent. The world is silent. Nobody said it. Something that will not happen. If Mazi Simon Ekpa was to be around, it will happen. Since the abduction of Mazi Simon Ekpa through the court, insecurity have increased. More life have been lost. There is nothing you can boast of. Everything has become worse than it was ever. And how long are we going to continue to go on this path? I pray that Chukwu Kabiam will have mercy and touch the heart of some people to do the needful and allow Biafrans to go their separate ways. You're welcome, my beloved brother Christian. Thank you so much for joining, bro Christian. No.
Yeah, that's this morning.
Well done, my brother.
Yeah.
Speak to us, my brother.
Yeah, well done. Thank you for the effort. And yeah, the network has been a major problem for me all this while. And
not as much.
Yeah, I had to go and change my device, you know. So hopefully to enable me. And yeah, I saw this morning, though quite different from what you are dealing on this morning, but they're all the same. And I was really shocked. I was like, so this whole message of truth, the gospel of truth that was started by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I think it's, I don't know how to explain it. When I saw the video from Very Dark Man, and it's more or less preaching Biafra as we speak now. As we speak, I don't know. It's like somebody that they hit his head with stone or something. I don't know. In fact, he said it's better for him by himself. He said that he doesn't know why he did not arrive at this point all this while. But anyway, that maybe he wake up and it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Including Aisha Yusuf describing the word we've been using for years. Aisha Yusuf using the word hostage. That is what Nigeria is. This is Aisha Yusuf. Because she said that if you will deprive people of their right to a referendum of self-determination, then that is hostage. That is a kidnap. This is her word, not my word. He said because that we know how the country came about, and that therefore every region, Oduduwa, Arewa, Biafra, South, everybody should be able to have their different referendums, and the ones that decide to leave should be free to leave. But exactly. If you don't do that, that is a hostage. So I was overwhelmed. And again, this is why consistency and continuous preaching is always the key, because at some point it begins to penetrate, you know, and you never know who is listening, because with Very Dark Man, his own started with the fact that how is it that Lagos has become like a drag on all the region in the country, that everything is Lagos, that why is it that we cannot have a seaport in entire, you know, like what I describe as old southeastern region, not even one. So he said that because that if there's one in Enugu, for example, or in Port Harcourt, then you should be able to serve the people. But why everything is Lagos, is Lagos, is Lagos? And what makes it worse is that, sometimes it's not easy to continue to speak on something. You need a high level of, should I say, inspiration and patience to continuously, because at some point you get bored, but we have no choice. We have to keep speaking because maybe eventually it bears a fruit, So the fact that these people, but for me, because again, different people understand different things from different perspectives. I know that it's not accident that these things happen. It's a well planned. They know why, and all these our politicians, when you see them, they are all in it. That is one area I always hammer on that. I don't exempt anyone because see this report, the significance, the meaning, that is the liberation right there. Yes. That, bro, seaport and functioning international airport, just like he was saying, this very dark man, that why do we have to, if we are going out, if we are coming in, except we land in Lagos, and if we ship something, so that is that liberation right there for anybody that can use their brain to figure. And trust me that the Nigerian system and their British collaborator, because nothing goes on, nothing happens, no reform takes place in that country without the approval, at least the concept of the British government. So, and those working for them, into the handlers in that country, they know the significance of what happened. That liberation, that freedom is in that place. What? Because again, like a farm, you can go through it different ways, So there are different ways to kill a rat without blood, how they say, whatever. Now, so if I wouldn't have time to begin to, but I guess maybe in the past I've tried to elaborate on the significance of having these two major parastatal in any of the entire old eastern region, and they know, the enemies know what it means too, because they know the resultant effect of having it. They know, and again, because I saw maybe a week ago thereabout, the one most people are describing as a working governor, the functioning, blah, blah, effective, is bull crap. To me, they are all crap because they are all the same. I've made it clear from the way I continue to maintain that they are all the same. I don't exempt, not even Lesotho people are talking about.
They are because the same. All of them are the same.
Bro, Lesotho came out to say he has a project or a proposal to build a seaport. Then he came afterwards to say that the cost of it is beyond his reach. That, sort of, because he was giving maybe... Can you imagine? Yeah, because so that's why I say that they are all in it, because they all know that that one trade that is going to tear up. And
something that if he put it up, you will see a contractor that will come and build it on his own. You investors, and you get it. That is how many people build their properties. That's how
international investors, they will rush to it.
Investors will take it over.
And the Lesotho came out to declare that he doesn't have the money to build a seaport. Then you ask yourself, first of all, like we just said, if he put it out there, international airport Chinese, they will rush. That is an opportunity they are all looking for.
In the shortest time.
And he knows. And he knows. Don't think he doesn't know, but he's trying to play the script of their masters. So this is the game. And to look at it, even on the other side, it's called this is a state government saying this. Meanwhile, you say you are in Nigeria, you are one country, but the federal government is building all these billions, if not trillions, of ventures in one place, Lagos. They are building another seaport in Lagos, and they are building one in Ogun State, although they say that Dangote or whatever. Anyway, but think of the things that the federal government is building in Lagos. So why would federal government not, if they want to do what it costs nothing to do, but again, international investors will rush at it, but they know what it will lead to. So obviously, the thing that gives me joy is that even Aisha, you mentioned Nnamdi Kanu in that broadcast briefly. He talked about it, everybody is going to continue to feel the pain of what Nigeria has become.
Of course. Everybody will have his own taste of it. They will have
a hostage. Exactly. A hostage. Something is going on, but I know, like I've always said to that, these politicians that was imposed on us, I will never, like, I continue to maintain that they are the enemy because they are working with those that kept us perpetually in this bondage. We're a situation whereby this woman, I don't know if you have dealt with the issue, all this while that have not been in, when this woman, Dabiri woman or whatever, came and described Ndibo. You've called Ndibo, well, it's a tweet, somebody tweeted it, and she retweeted it with emoji, giving it approval. So describing Ndibo as monkeys, again, I don't know if you've dealt with it in the past, but what happened is, so this level of emasculation, that is what Nnamdi Kanu saw. Well, Ojukwu initially saw it. He did his best. And then Nnamdi Kanu shout about it. And they follow up from others to our PM to the so this is part of it. Because what happened is she's very unapologetic. She's just unrepentant on it to describe one of the three major tribes, the leading tribe in the country, as monkeys. And I heard from a friend back home that Ohaneze, they've called her to apologize. And you know what she told Ohaneze? That they should, he told Ohaneze that they should go to court.
So, of course. What would she say? Ohaneze, did Ohaneze have any meaning? Ohaneze
exactly.
has no meaning.
Exactly.
So to this, that are celebrating the arrest of Master Simon Ekpa.
Exactly.
They are congratulating the government for pushing the sentence of Master Simon Ekpa.
Yeah. So to describe a whole Igbo nation, Igbo people as monkeys, and you discover that she's not just saying it; she has the tacit support of Tinubu himself. Because if not, the DSS was created in the mid-80s by Babangida, and there's a purpose why it was created, to protect not just the president, but to make sure that there will never be another coup in the country. And if you watch, from the time of Babangida, since Babangida till this day, there has never been any substantial or meaningful coup in Nigeria. That is like 3 decades now, maybe more than 30 years now. There have never been any coup apart from the what you can call stage one with the one Abacha. Because when Babangida handed over to Abacha died, Shoniko was given the position. No, sorry. I think there's what happened. Babangida left. I think he put Shoniko, right, exactly. He put Shoniko, the Yoruba guy, at interim. And when Abacha just woke up one morning and asked my friend, get out of the chair, Abacha took over. So when Abacha died, then Abdul Salam took over, right? Since that time, so obviously from the time of Babangida, there has never been a coup. And there's a reason for that. How they set up the DSS that works among people, lives among people. The only thing they do is wherever they work at the service, at the expense of they are just at the expense of the president. Wherever it directs them, if you see DSS invade anybody, is the president that is. So for this woman to have said such inflammatory and tribal hatred, the most bigoted word you can use, because again, if an individual online says something, it's a different thing. But for a high-profile government official, high-profile, who is in charge of the diaspora, to come and do a thing like that, and nothing is done, the DSS did not call her, for questioning and for a reprimand, and the Ohaneze,
and she's not stopping.
Exactly. So you can see that there's a power behind it. And the fact that as we speak now, for over about, I think it's about maybe 2 weeks now, she hasn't resigned, because we would think that she would have resigned or she would be fired, but she's still there to the extent that she would tell Ohaneze to go to court. If you think I've insulted you or whatever, go to court. So you see how much the where they've placed in the, but when we say this again, this is what Nnamdi Kanu saw and say we will fight, we will do whatever it takes to get out of this emasculation. So they have absolutely no regard for Igbo. Say that to the Yorubas or to the Fulani or to the Hausa and see what will happen.
You dare not.
See,
you dare not say that.
Hey, you know. So this is the thing. But I believe I've never been in doubt that something is going to happen, because for these two people now, Aisha, you know, who are one Nigerianist, and this other guy. In fact, this guy, very dark man, said that if they don't agree to give us seaport, international airport in Enugu or in South or wherever, then we're ready for Biafra. That is his word. He said that Biafra should come. This is very dark man speaking. This is somebody, all the youth, a lot of people listen. He's a young man, but people listen to him in that country. He has a lot of, you know, so obviously something is happening, my brother. Thank you so much, Brachus, and I'm still with you now.
Thank you so much, my brother. You see, one thing is that we and these people, the only difference between us and them is that we see 1,000 miles ahead, even before ever we have already seen it. Yeah. And they don't have the boldness that we people have. Sometimes when they say things, they say it for their own personal interest, or when they want to draw a crowd, to themselves. They just say one thing or the other, and before you know it, they walk away from it. Aisha has been like that. Sometimes you see her throw a word into Biafra issue, and later on, she's still going back to her one Nigeria. There was a video of a very dark man that I played about where he was complaining about shutting down the platform of Shore, and the way government is clamping down on every post you make, whether on Twitter or on Facebook or on YouTube or any post you make that the government feel that post does not support them, is against them, they will bring it down. That they are paying to bring it down. There was a program he covered about Yelwata when that herdsman attacked Yelwata, that nobody went there. You know, he went there live to go and cover it. He said the government brought all those videos were brought down. He couldn't find any one of them. They were all brought down. And when he made inquiry, he found out that it was the government that was bringing all those videos down. And he also complained about the Nigerian media. The same thing we have been seeing, that Nigerian media has never gone to field.
They turn a blind eyes. They turn a blind eye.
They turn a blind eyes. I just sit in their office, whatever the Minister of Information writes for them and send on their studio. That's what they read. You know. Sorry. These are facts that Mazin Nankan have been crying about.
Exactly.
Mazin came about the same topic. Every one of us, the same topic is what we are saying every day.
You know that.
Sometimes they see us as people we are noise makers.
Yeah. Even you know that, because the key point here, the key takeaway is that the so-called governors, they are the major problem. Why do I say that? Because they also know they are not all stupid. Some of them, like this OT or Soludo,
my brother,
these are people.
The governors, just look at this OT you are talking about. How can a governor say that he doesn't have money to build a seaport? How can a sensible governor? How can in 21st century?
You know what?
Even if it is not an uneducated governor.
Okay, well, you know why they do it? Why he said that, and the rest of them, they pretend as if they don't know. You know why they do that? Because they also know the effect that it will have when we have a functioning seaport and international airport in Biafra land, whether in their so-called South or South, they know what it will result into. So is that a result that they are avoiding by pretending that they don't have the money to blah, blah, blah. So this is the thing, because they know that it's like, that the liberation. No other way to put it is that is the liberation. If I have to begin to go deep into it, I don't need to even begin to go into it, but we know what they know, and they know also what we know. That's why they are not doing the right thing. It's as simple as that, So that is the situation. Thank you, bro.
It's really heartbreaking. These people are all the same. Very, very heartbreaking. You can imagine. The only reason Oti will say that thing now is just because he wants to be relevant. He wants to be among the criminals. He wants to join the cabal.
Yeah.
He wants to win his election because definitely he has spoken out and they know his mission. They will give him the condition. It's either you withdraw from this or you will not come back in the next election.
Exactly.
It's either you withdraw or you don't come back in the next election. They have challenged him already. That ABC man have already told him that he's going to go out. The man has already challenged. He has already spoken on national TV that he's not coming back.
The Kano, I think Kano.
These are conditions they will present to him. If you don't step away from demanding for this, demanding for that, or trying to build it, you are not coming back. And before you know it, they chicken out. Because if he continues, the next thing they will say is to send the military might with him during the election. As always, the same way they enforced Hope on the man in Imo State. They will just bring somebody else and put there.
Easy work. That is an easy work for the Nigerian system. Meanwhile, everything they are doing is promoting just one Lagos alone. And at the end of the day, the Yorubas, they will, because anyhow you look at it, it's located in their region. Now,
of course.
So they will claim it.
Even Mazen Nandekano said it, that if anybody that come and tell you that the Yoruba Lagos is no man's land, is talking rubbish. That is just
exactly.
Yoruba land belongs to Yoruba people. You
exactly.
can't go and drag it. It is
exactly. So, and they know what they are doing when they are developing only there. Of course, Tinubu, we know he owns Lagos. He is spending all the federal money to build it, the rail line, the modern rail system, everything he's doing there. And at the same time, they will make sure that you, who is also not a Yoruba person, will not have the right you are supposed to have in Lagos. They destroy your business. They tell you not to vote. Either you vote this way. So this whole thing is well geared towards one thing. And these governors in our place, they are delegitimized, and they will never have the approval. Anyhow they rig, anyhow they use money to buy people to come out, like the one Hope Uzodinma did. Because Peter Obi and Erufai had a rally in, I think, was it in Imo State? I think it was in Imo State. And Hope Uzodinma, criminal 419, he came and organized people, paid them money to come and, this type of game. Uzodinma is even worse than Hope, than Erufai, as far as we are concerned. Because Erufai
is worse than
it was exactly because Erufai is a full animal. I don't care, I know how they feel about us. But you who claim to be Igbo, I don't know if you are, but at least that's what he said. That is Igbo. You are the one even doing the work. So, my dear brother.
Thank you, my brother. Let's go to